Diagnosis found returned. Okay, so he's off.
Welcome back, fellow companions, to Ascension. It is day, I don't know, 5.
No.
6, probably. 6. No,
7
5. No, we left Monday.
Will be Monday. Yeah,
7
will be Monday. So 6.
Tomorrow is, today is Sunday.
Today is Sunday.
Day 6.
Today is Sunday.
Past 2 days, we've been trying to figure out what was going on. First, we figured nothing's wrong with it. Crank it over, get the water out of the tank or whatever. Turns out that ain't the situation. Supposedly it was a reputable place where we got last fuel premium, so we ruled out bad gas. And hey, y'all, what's up, bros? So I'm not thinking it's bad gas. Went through the fuel system, did find a blockage, fixed that. The gas is flowing fine. Took off the carburetor, found a slight blockage there, fixed that. So I'm figuring that might have starved the engine, which was responsible for the cutoff at low idle. So we just got all that stuff back on and started the sucker, and it's still not starting. By the way, this is how it looks out here. I cleared the snow off the boat, but there's snow on the dock. You can see the snow on the dock. This is some of our neighbors over there. What's up, people in Facebook land? Welcome aboard Ascension in our journey. You see, I decided that I'm gonna let everything grow out until I get to somewhere warm and at least get to half our journey. So I've not bathed since I've left Chicago. 6 days without a shower. I have been taking bird baths, so I'll definitely do that. So here is Dennis's yacht over there. You see his Christmas tree. Let's see if the sucker trying another start. Alright, so we're still not starting. And back of the boat is a little bit of mess from trying to get shit together. We did get an extra propane tank, so we got 1, 2, 3 propane tanks to keep us warm. Except since we're at the harbor, we're plugged into shore power, and we've got heat.
Keep us warm and cook.
Yeah, so man, we can cook. So back microwave is on and all that kind of stuff. You might be able to see ice forming in the water next to us. Even over there. You don't see ice here because there is a bubbler that they put in the water for us to keep that ice from forming so that we can get the hell out of here. So at this point, we've checked the fuel system and that's fine. So now we're thinking it's the ignition system. So we're doing research. We're on the blogs and the forums that have people that with similar problems with the same engine. Linda Red, Angie T, Tony Bell. What's up, people? So we're on the forum doing research and all that stuff, but it looks like it's probably ignition system now. And actually, you've got to upgrade to the ignition system. They'll make it electronic for relatively cheap. Hey, Leona. So we'll probably switch over to that. It's really nothing more wrong with this thing other than that. It's a real simple engine. Fuel is fine. So we might be doing somewhat of a secondary tune-up and upgrade. So it's warmed up a little bit. It snowed last night. I cleaned some of the snow off the boat. This is our, we don't need a refrigerator, although it's not deep freezing, so not everything is frozen. Bought some ice cream last night. For what? To freeze our asses off. But it's melting, so that's a good thing. Might pack it in some snow. So at least that's a good thing as far as we're not freezing out here. But anyway, Sunday, I think a lot of stuff is closed. So I don't know if we could order parts and stuff. Anyway, I'm going back in the side of the cabin. And find us some parts. Band down the hatches. Alright, let me see if I can get some light in here. I mean, it's light in here, but for you all, it might be a little bit harder to see. Nah, that's as much as that's going to open. And that's on. So, this feels like I'm watching a reality show on Learning Channel or something. Kind of feels like it too. I thought the journey was going to be more of, sailing and, just visiting people and all that stuff. And of course, we expected some mechanical problems, but we've kind of been going through it. But part of the adventure is we definitely have been meeting people, which we expected to do, and making some pretty serious contacts, some good friends. So, it's all an adventure. We're fixing stuff, we're going through stuff. Plenty of food, so we're surviving, we're cool. Yeah, definitely aren't going hungry. And right now we don't have very much connection to the world because we're not getting a good reception from the TV. We've got a
Latin channel or children's channel.
Yeah, Latin channel, children's channel, and those aren't coming in very good. I've got a 12-volt TV that's got a built-in converter box, so we can't pick up local channels. Louis Chacon, what's up, man? Old school from the neighborhood, grammar school. But we do have plenty of movies that we have been going through. Kim Hayes, thank you for donating the videos. Kim Hayes. And other than that, we're chilling out, Got my tools all out. Been going through stuff. My first mate is up there, staying warm and chilling, doing research. Well, I get my hands, I'm filthy, so my regular cruising undies have now gotten turned into mechanic's clothes. My hands are filthy, which is nothing new lately. I've had mechanic hands for a damn whole year. But anyway, so we're cool. Yesterday we added a new member to the boat, which is a bottle of cheap rum that we got from Walmart, but it's cool. And everything is cool, We're on a boat in the harbor. We're floating. We're safe. Got heat, all that. Anybody got any questions? I see a few of you all on here. I could answer some questions.
Send us prayers. Pray for us.
Hey, Lisa Burton. Love your updates. Shit. You know what? I have followed some other people's journeys. And I guess everybody does things differently. I have seen a lot of things that people have gone through on their adventures and stuff. Ours seems to be a little bit challenging. It's definitely unique. Everybody's story is different. Here, the biggest thing we get is everybody that expects this or aren't new to great loopers, as we're known as loopers. But most people are coming through here when it's still warm, and we're kind of here in the winter, so that is what's the different element. In addition to our brown skin on a sailboat, so we're kind of like not 1%ers, but 1/1,000,000th of a percenters of people doing this kind of shit. So we're having fun. I'm putting all your vids, good stuff, y'all. Stay safe. We're staying safe. We're safe, man. We're actually in a marina. Okay, so we're safe. The fucked up thing is we're not moving.
Right.
It's time. We need to move. So, safe is cool. As long as we don't hit shit, the boat is gonna float. So we're not really worried about being safe.
Pray for engines.
Right now, we're just kind of stuck dealing with shit. So, that's about it. You have me reading. Oh, by the way, for those of you who want to know what the Great Loop is, it's called the Great Loop, which is it's a loop around at the Atlantic. It goes up the East Coast, up to Canada, and down through the Great Lakes, through Illinois, all the way back to the bottom, to the Gulf. If you Google Great Loop, you can see a lot of it written about it. It'll tell you the route and a lot of stuff that goes on the route. You know, some boat equipment, all that kind of stuff. And actually, I've got a book and from one of the experts on here. And I'm hoping to change the page to what's happening next, but we seem to be on the same page on this journey until we get a little bit further down the road. Louis, that's about what's going on. We're safe. Linda's laughing. Patrice love watching all y'all's journey. Both inspire me. How much sleep are you getting? We get plenty of sleep. Sleep isn't a problem. We typically motor only during the sun when daylight is out. So that's typically 7 o'clock we get started. And by 3:30, 4 o'clock, we want to be somewhere. After that, we're just unwinding from the day. And with the things we've been going through, it's not just unwinding. We go into a deep-ass fucking sleep. And so we get good sleep. So that's no problem. Eric Stampley. I'm putting all your vids together and sending them to Discovery Channel as a new series. I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of like, I used to watch The Amazing Race, and it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. I guess it's not really a race since we don't have any competitors. We're just competing against ourselves. Well, actually, the competitor is the temperature.
Yeah.
So our main concern here is really the priority is to get to warmer weather where we're just not frozen in. From the lake. As long as we can be in warmer weather, we can sit anywhere, wait anywhere, anything. It starts getting deep freeze,
right.
We'll be fucking stuck here until the spring, which ain't trying to do. I'll fuck around and find somebody with a damn trailer that'll put this fucking boat on there and take us somewhere warmer if necessary. But anyway, that ain't gonna happen, but that's our concern. I don't know, I might do the Amazing Race one day. I actually had some friends that did it. Luana Murphy, Godspeed. Yeah. What's up, Cuzzo? Stephanie, what's up? Cannonball's watching. What's up? Pie. Tyrant. I see you on there. Do you have a return date? Specific date? No. Specific season? I'll be back in the summer. The goal is definitely to be back in Chicago to do the Mackinac sailboat race, which this year will be my 5th year. So I'm planning on sailing this boat back up here. However, I am going down to the Caribbean with the eye and goal of getting a catamaran and setting up some businesses there, doing some of the stuff I do in Chicago there. So I've got a few connections there, whether it's practicing law or doing boating and party-related activities somewhere in the Caribbean. So I really like to own my own resort and do the parties that I do without being kicked out from the owners, which has typically happened. Those of you all that know, I always get kicked out of either the marina or something for partying too much. So I need to have my own shit. So, by the way, if anybody wants to invest, start saving your money. Because I will have something going on in the Caribbean. Also, if you want to invest in something there, that's one thing, but also get you a flight ready, because we'll definitely be having some parties, and you probably want to come out to one of these parties. So, hey Tanya, what's up, Sabrina? I feel like I'm on Romperland, where you see the mirror and be like, there's so-and-so and there's so-and-so and all that. So I'm seeing you all. This is pretty cool on Facebook that you could communicate like this. So I'm just scrolling through to see if I can answer any questions while I'm here. Wish I had the balls to make a trip like that. Well, you know, grow some shit. So the journey I do part of the reason for showing this is to inspire people. You know, get out the fucking box. I certainly didn't know this shit was going down like this. This is really an exercise in testing, you know, a leap of faith and, you know, having the courage. You got to build up the courage to do something outside your safe zone. So I kind of dropped quite a bit of shit and just jumped into this on a leap in faith and hope and prayer and just trusting. You know, I've been on this planet 49 years. It's taken care of me. And, you know, at some point you got to have that trust to understand that, hey, it's going to have you. So it's a leap of faith jumping out here. And not everything has happened the way I was planning. Some people still owe me some money, and I need my fucking money to finance this shit. Expenses are growing beyond what I thought. And, you know, we're going through it. So I've got some help on board, thank God. And, but those of you who owe me some money, send me my money. If you want to donate, there's a GoFundMe page as well. You know, I'll post that. It's on the page. I've been having a problem. I created a Facebook page called Sailing Ascension. But I ain't that tech savvy, so somehow that page that's mine, I can't post. I don't have authority to post on it for some reason. So most of the stuff is right now on my main page. I'm trying to get it over to Sailing Ascension. I'll probably get a YouTube page at some point too, to expand the demographic and the horizons and be able to reach money from just more than just my little 3,000, 4,000 friends. I need to reach out to the world and get some more money because this shit is fucking kicking our ass right now. But resources, people are friendly. I got somebody in Chicago right now willing to drive us parts, bring us parts. So we got a good support system. And so hopefully this is inspiring you to develop the courage to get outside of your box and do something different. You know, don't be scared of life. Get out here and enjoy it. As one of my friends said, this is not a dress rehearsal, so don't let life pass you by. And at the end of your days, when you're weak and feeble, if you make it that long, working all the time and never having time to figure out who you are, what life is about, and you find yourself on your deathbed, too weak to have done the shit that you should have done, you know, do it. So hopefully this has inspired some of you all to get out there and try something new, try something different, expand your faith, live in faith, and you know, get out here and do this kind of shit. Until then, I really don't have much more to say. I need to be finding goddamn parts, so we're not a permanent fixture in this goddamn place, as we have to pay monthly, well, not monthly, daily parking here. It ain't like a hotel, much cheaper, so that's cool. Plus, we've got a car. We've got a courtesy car. Yeah. Specifically for the great loopers, so we're known as loopers. We've got that distinguished title from being the crazy bunch of motherfuckers that ride fucking sailboats and other shit around the fucking world and have an adventurous spirit and do this kind of shit. So, you know, they respect that, they support it, and we got in here and they said, hey, we got a car for loopers. So we're at Heritage Harbor, and they said they got about 90 loopers so far this year. And the last one they've seen is maybe a month ago. So we've had the car, and we've been able to go to Walmart and get some parts and some provisions and stuff like that. But it's you can feel love, you can feel the support when you do a journey like this. So you know, we got our down times dealing with the shit, but we've got a lot of support. It's a lot of fun, you know. So we're safe. It's just a little frustrating not moving as quickly as we wanted to. Well, other than that, you know, it's a part of the adventure. My crewmate was like This is a lesson in patience, and you better believe it. I'm known for having a patience of Job sometimes, most of the time. And I'm having a little bit developing patience in a little different area. So that's that. What's our next stop? God willing, if we don't have any problems, the next stop, we're going through Starved Rock, locks. So our goal is to get through lock because although we can move as fast as we want, the river has 7 locks that we have to go through, and you can't just get through them. You got to call these people. We got held up at, we couldn't even go through the lock the entire day because the locking system was broke. They weren't able to pump water in and out real quick, so there was a backup, and all the commercial barges were backing up. They were filling in there, and there was no room for us. They had chemicals on the boat, so they wouldn't let us in the locking system. We had to turn back and stay the night somewhere. But we made sure that the first thing in the morning we were at the lock so that we could beat the traffic and get through, and we did. So we travel from lock to lock, and our goal is to get through by the end of the night the next lock. Once we get through the lock, we can go journey as far as we want, based upon what we think is safe and how much light we have and how far we can make it till we can relax somewhere. But so having said that, Starved Rock is the next lock that we're going through. We're trying to get through that. Other than that, temperature-wise, so what we are now is we've been on a journey pretty much going west in Illinois. So we're at the same height as Chicago, pretty much getting the same temperature as Chicago. We're trying to get south. We're just at a point where we're starting to heading south. Peoria will be next, and then St. Louis. So we figured by St. Louis we won't have this climate issues to deal with. We won't be iced in at least. St. Louis is where we're going. I see my brother Kenny Lyle's on. Kenny hit me up saying, man, do y'all need a parts run? Lives in Michigan, he's in Chicago, and is willing to drive out here an hour and a half to bring us some goddamn parts. That is motherfucking love. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We're just trying to see, we got this Atomic 4 engine. There's a guy that specializes in Atomic 4, so we're probably going to have to order parts from him if we make a decision to do that. And it's looking like that might be the issue because we ain't starting this motherfucker right now, it seems like, so something's going to have to change. And their delivery system is pretty much the next day delivery as long as you order by 12, 1 o'clock. But it's Sunday. I don't know if it's going to happen. Anyway, so we're about to sign out. We got a beer, so I do keep in good spirits. Y'all should know, keep some Miller High Life on board. And I think I got plenty of that stuff on here. Anyway, if anybody's driving by, we're not really, I mean, it's far for a sailboat's journey, but for somebody driving, it's not too far. If you want to come on out and say hi, whatever. Bring us some pizza, some Aurelio's pizza. I don't know, that's about it. Anyway, review this question, see if anybody's got some questions that I haven't answered. And I'm going to get back to work. Or make me some lunch. Yeah. Alright. So, seeing none, I'm going to go wash my hands, clean up a little bit. Pretty much have done everything I can do so far without parts or anything, so I'll warm up a little bit. Yeah, we found a website that tells you how to test a distributor, so I'm on to testing a distributor and see what our spark is like that. Other than that, guys, welcome aboard Sailing Ascension again as we go through our trials and tribulations on this journey and adventure. So, Captain TonyQ signing off until next time. Y'all have a great day. Later.